LBK Undergrounding, it's time for an update. Hi everyone, my name is Mike Rennick. I'm the team lead, the senior broker of Team Rennick, part of that great Mangrove Realty Associates family. My guest today is Mr. Steve.
Hey,
Reed.
how
Steve,
you doing?
Welcome. Steve is the owner and publisher of both the LBK News and Sarasota City News. I promised we'd come back with an update. Progress is happening. Steve, give us an update.
Well, the update is if you travel around Country Club Shores, it's going to get harder and harder to find a telephone pole.
And Country Club Shores is on the south end of LBK.
South end of Longboat.
Beautiful subdivision.
Gorgeous, one of the original subdivisions with Arvida, created these canals, and the homes have redeveloped over the years.
But something's missing. What happened? They're gone.
Yeah, the big deal is the biggest infrastructure project the town has undertaken, $50 million to underground every utility line on the Key.
So behind us, and you'll see it from some of the drone footage, is an empty pole with just some small wires hanging from it.
Yeah.
The wires are going underground. There's a new street light behind us.
Right.
This is all happening across the island.
What they did was, it makes sense. What they did was they laid out this whole underground system. And now we're in the final stage, which is remove the poles. They did the underground system, connected up the homes, which they're pretty much done with. Now the final stage, like the frosting on the cake, is you remove the poles and hook up those street lights. And we have these high energy efficient street lights that are far more decorative.
And they're visually appealing.
Yeah,
I like them.
yeah.
They're really cool.
They should help the real estate market, Mike.
Absolutely. We like that.
Yeah, so property values. That's what this is actually.
And remember, as more people move in here, more people might read the newspaper.
Joking aside, they have shown that undergrounding the power lines increases property values.
It makes sense.
Stability.
When you go through, it's called curb appeal. When you drive through a neighborhood and you look around, when you don't see the unsightly wires and cables and old street lights and stuff, it does make a difference. So I absolutely agree with that. But the key to this video is they're making great progress.
They're making great progress. And two things every town manager likes to say, the favorite two phrases, it's on time and under budget.
Yes.
That's doesn't always happen with government, not to be too critical, but they're literally ahead of schedule. They're doing the north end, the south end. Right now, all these great neighborhoods, Bay Isles. Bay Isles, they're undergrounded already, the power lines, but they're putting up they're undergrounding a fiber web throughout the community that will link the entire community for technological advances in the future.
So, and that progress is happening. So, as I said, we'd come back and give you an update. We'll be back more as this project gets closer to the end. But it's a great news story, like Steve shared. We're ahead of schedule. We're under budget.
Making the island look better.
The neighborhoods are going to look great.
Just like us standing here adds to the curb appeal. I think, maybe a stretch.
I can't even think of a comeback for that. So, on the next
it was
video,
so ridiculous. It doesn't deserve one.
That's true. All right. Steve, I want to thank you.
Thank you.
I think.
Well,
thanks for watching, everyone. We'll be back again next time with another edition of Out and Around with Mike. Take care.
Thank you.